Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast, and today we've got a special little video here. It's Shotaro's 100th game review. And again, the game you're watching right here is 101. Just want to show you real quick. All right, pause. All right. So as you can see, after 100 games, 85 and 15, I did not tie. I think I went 12 innings once or twice, but let's take a look at the stats. 3.7 ERA, 10 walks in 100 games, 161 hits. That means I definitely have a, innings pitched. Yeah, my whip is definitely more than one with this guy. And of course, we got 111 Ks, so a little bit below the K per inning pitched, what I typically like. But either way, let's go into the game and I'll give you my overall review. This guy's dope. Again, I started this losing the very first two, and then I had a 3-game losing streak in the middle, and then around 70 or 80 games, I had about a 4-game losing streak. That was rough. But here's the thing. People, if you're going to beat this guy, because again, he throws 102. That's just Roger. You got to get ahead of him in the count. Someone mentioned it in the Facebook group. Great advice. If you want to get the miles per hour up, you got to throw strikes or get foul balls. I don't walk that many people, right? 1 per 10 games, right? Or even 120 innings, I had 10 walks, so 1 per 12 innings. My point is, I'm throwing strikes and you're getting hits. We'll see at the end of this game kind of what I mean, but my batting average against is not that great. I think it's like 300. But ideally, you just kind of keep throwing strikes, making sure you don't nibble. And another thing is, I recommend for you guys learning how to play this game, throw more fastballs. Go look at major league players. What is the percentage of fastballs being thrown? Right? It's easier to figure out the timing, right? Figure out the timing of breaking balls. You'll eventually see the break, and they're slower. So when you can recognize the break and something slower, then it becomes easier to hit. That's just the facts of life. You know? It's just the facts. So this guy, right? Get to face him. Not as good as me. All right, let's go back real quick. I want to let's look at Jack. Again, I mentioned before, like in the last video, literally the last video, why I have Jack batting leadoff. 481, right? 654. This guy can win you a game with a walk-off. So he doesn't win it here with a walk-off. But you get my point. I want the game to end as fast as possible. Playing all 12 or the 4 innings is boring. All right, so you look at the sweeper, right? You just know he has to come and throw strikes. If we go back, again, let's just go back to this guy, right? Eric here. He's thrown the 72 innings, 1 walk, right? He's got 57 games in and 72 innings, all right? So it suggests that he goes, maybe every other game he's going at least 10, but he's throwing strikes. 72, right? 104 hits. He's giving up hits, strikes out, not as much, which tells me this, right? If you're striking out, you're not throwing a lot. You're not throwing enough fastballs. People strike out on fastballs. They foul off the other crap, right? You sit fastball, you wait back. If you can hit the little breaking ball, you do. All right, so let's go back again. So this is for you people using pitchers that throw fast. Throw fastball. Stop being afraid of the fastball, but just place it, right? So you start off with a breaking ball. What happens? Oh, it's easy. It's slower. He has a changeup, it drops. All right? Now, guess what? You're still throwing 90. All right, 98, 97. Oh, let's throw a changeup. You're going to throw 3 off-speed pitches in a row and then try to sneak one in for a fastball? For a strike? Get the hell out of here. All right, let's go back to his batting stats because that's part of this, right? Pause it. All right, so 554 on-base percentage. I didn't walk ever. I didn't have a lot of power with him. He's kind of like J-Ho. Like, a lot of people had a lot of home runs with this dude. I didn't. I mean, 100 games, he had probably maybe 105, 106 at bats or something like that. Who knows? Again, I don't typically go all the way around the lineup. Either I win it or I lose it pretty quick. And again, Jack, if he gets on, he's hitting a home run. So he hit essentially the average of 6 2-run home runs. Right? Jack hits a single, he hits it. Again, spoiler alert, he doesn't hit a walk-off here. All right? But again, it's the same thing. When you throw balls to this guy, all right, tries to sneak a fastball in at 97. Like again, he's not using Matthew as a catcher. I don't remember. But my point is, you're throwing a 97. He's using Angelica to try to get extra hits. Yeah, you throw 97 right away. That's crap, man. All right, I think what do we got here? Gibson walks it off. Yeah, little blooper, no problem. Little ball inside, but that's what happens when you have a good hitter. You get those bloopers in every once in a while. Sorry, Eric, you get to be the 101th game. Not my points, but you lose. Throw more fastballs in the beginning. Right? Stop with the breaking crap. People are afraid of that. All right, so as it goes in, let's take a quick look at his stats again, right? Pause it so it doesn't go out of time. Oh, that's terrible. All right, so again, nothing to write about except the winning percentage. Again, 3.7 ERA. That's not great. My Wade and my James are in the 2.5, 2.3 range. I give up hits, 295 batting average. Again, if I had any player in my lineup batting 295, they wouldn't be. Right? That's a terrible batting average. But in this game, if you go 10 innings and you have a 300 batting average, every third game you're going to give up probably some runs. As long as you're giving up singles, you're good, right? You got 2 hits off me, little bloopers, whatever. Whip, he's got base runners. They're hits. I'm giving them up. But that winning percentage is where it's at, right? I don't care what your ERA is. If you can win, who cares? But this guy, if you wonder why people buy him, you buy him for the same reason, because the dude is good. My opinion, last pitcher that came out that was a legendary pitcher was Murdoch. Murdoch had that ground ball, not that great, right? And then Marie before that, right? She's good. After this 2 days is up, you're not going to see him unless people spent a lot of money to get him at level 13. So for a lot of people that played against me, they're going to be happy that they don't see this guy for a while. He's going to be shelved because he's not getting to level 13 in probably 2 years or more. Because I'm not buying extra. That's just how it works, right? So my overall evaluation, this guy was 100% worth it. Check him out. See you on another Let These Two broadcast. Bye-bye.